Good afternoon. This is Tammy Tolinar with Lely North America. I hope you got a hot cup of coffee today. We're going to talk about money. And if you weren't one of the lucky ones who won the lottery jackpot recently, we need to be talking about different financing options that are available. Today we have Julie Nunnekahoven with us from Lely Finance, and she's going to talk about what she does in her job and what some of the options she has available. Hi, Julie. Tell us a little bit about Lely Finance.
Hi, Tammy. Thanks so much for having me join you today. I really appreciate it. So Lely Finance is a partnership between Lely North America and DLL Finance that was established in 2007. DLL is a subsidiary of Rabobank, and both DLL, Lely, and Rabo are all based out of the Netherlands. So we have a global working relationship. We were one of the first companies to offer financing on robots, and Rabobank was established to help farmers. So we really understand agriculture, and we really understand the technology behind Lely robots.
That sounds great. So what kind of products are you able to finance from Lely?
We can finance any of the products under the Lely umbrella. So any of the barn products like collars, Junos, the Discovery, or on the robotics side, the feeding vectors or the milking robots, anything is kind of in scope as far as whatever Lely's selling. In addition, a lot of times when our farms are looking at upgrading to robots, there's some ancillary equipment that the Lely Center might be selling, like a bulk tank, for instance. A lot of times that's something that we're able to help with as well.
Wow, so it sounds like there is a lot of options for all of the equipment that you have. Now, is this for any size farmer, or do you have to be a certain size to be able to be eligible?
Any size operation is in scope for us. So whether you're milking 50 cows, 500, or 5,000, more than that or anything between, it's definitely something that DLL is able to assist with.
Well, I know some people find it a little uncomfortable to talk about financing, but I know with all of your experience, it's really common. So what kind of offers are there available in the financing realm?
Yeah, so through Lely Finance, we have a lot of options available. You know, a lot of times I think the comfortable thing or what everybody knows is a loan. So that's definitely an option that's available. We have other products like leasing. So for different reasons, customers are looking for different types of products, and Lely Finance is able to accommodate that.
So on that leasing, is it kind of a lease to own type of thing?
We do have different options available, whether it's a lease to own or a fair market value lease. If you're looking for a true operating lease, it is something that we do provide.
Now, I know last spring, Lely had a 0% financing option. Does that happen often, or tell me a little bit about how that works?
Yeah, so Lely has had different promotions over the years at different times. Sometimes they have offers out on the barn products. So we've seen 0% for 36 months on the Junos, for instance. Last spring, as you mentioned, we offered 0% for 60 months on the robots. And so, yeah, I think Lely has different programs available at different times throughout the year to really help meet the financial needs that the customers are needing.
Now, I've talked to a couple customers that have used Lely Finance, and what I found is that they really were able to customize some finance options that met their needs through working with you. What types of information does a farmer have to share? And I know that that's confidential between you and the farmer.
Yeah, so you brought up a great point. So Lely Finance is not a one size fits all. We understand that every dairy is different, and therefore each of their financial situations are unique as well. So that's one thing that we really take pride in, is customizing the financing to meet exactly what the dairy needs. Every dairy is a little different, so every deal I do is a little bit different. With that being said, as far as information that's needed, depending on the equipment that you're financing. So a lot of times for barn products like a collar or Juno, it's just a one-page credit application, and we usually have decisions back on those within 24 hours. On the larger projects like vectors and the milking robots, we do require a little bit more information like tax returns and balance sheets, but that's all something that I'm able to help with. So I can talk with the dairy on exactly what we're going to need for underwriting.
So when a producer is starting to look at implementing robotics, is it too soon to start talking to you about finance options, or when should that conversation start?
Yeah, not at all. If you're talking with your Lely Center about options on the robot, it's a great time to talk about options with financing as well.
So it's something I can contact my local Lely Center and they can help me get in touch with you?
Yeah, absolutely. I work very closely with the Lely Centers across the nation. And so they can easily get you my contact information, and we can talk about the process and what's needed to get started.
So do you have any new plans for this spring, Julie, on financing options?
You know, I am sure that there's going to be something coming out soon.
So what did we miss? Like, what are some other popular questions that producers ask you about financing products?
Let's see. Questions I get a lot are regarding tax treatment and tax benefits. So with that being said, I really encourage the producer to talk to their CPA, because there might be benefits from a tax perspective that the customer might want to take advantage of. And whether that's a lease or a loan, it's something that we're able to help with.
So it sounds to me like when I start looking at implementing robotics into my farm, I should also start looking for some financing options as well, so I have time to kind of shop around and find the best option.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's really important to know what your options are, and just explore those through your local bank and Lely Finance to find the right product that makes sense for you. The other thing I would mention too, so we are an asset-based lender, so we're not a bank. We're really different. We don't file mortgages, as an example. So that's a question that I get a lot of times as well. The equipment that we're financing is our only collateral. So just wanted to highlight that as well.
Well, I think that's some really good information that you shared today, Julie. So for any of our customers out there that are interested in painting their barns red, they should look to their local Lely Center to reach out to Lely Finance and find out about more options available to them. In addition, be looking for some new spring promotions that they can utilize Lely Finance with. I'm glad I had the chance to talk to you today, Julie, with a hot cup of coffee, and we encourage people to stay connected in our Coffee Talk series. Thank you.
Thanks, Tammy.